What's up, everybody? Today I am here to review Godzilla vs. Kong. Finally, this movie is here. I got to watch it last night, and I gotta say, mostly what I have to say is positive. I think the CGI looked so real, and the fight was just really fun to watch. In fact, the only thing I cared about in this film was the fight. Now, I'm just going to give you my overall thoughts, and then when I get to the spoilers, I'll let you know, just in case if you haven't seen it yet. So, first and foremost, from what we see in the trailer, I think those are the bigger fights. Unfortunately, there was a lot of TV spots that were kind of like showing us what was going to happen, but there was one that was not reviewed on a TV spot, so that was really cool to watch. But to see Godzilla fighting Kong was very, very satisfying. I was like yelling and screaming, and I really, really, really enjoyed that fight. Now, I feel like this movie was more of like a Kong film, mostly because Kong is the character in which has more expressions, even though Godzilla is probably the most popular. I'm not really sure. I'm a Kong person. I was rooting for Kong the whole time. But also Kong has all those emotions, the way that he expresses himself, and the fact that, he's closest to humans than Godzilla is. So the movie was pretty much, it felt like a Kong movie, and Godzilla was really badass. And I enjoyed it. Now, the things I didn't enjoy. So, one of the things I was saying every time I was reacting to the trailers was the fact that the humans might kind of annoy me in this film. And I feel like, yes, there was a lot of exposition coming from human characters that I wasn't even bothered, In fact, I wanted to go on my cell phone, which is not a good sign. So, and I know that those things are necessary, but they could have been much less. Because I think we're here to see Godzilla and Kong. We don't really care about all this exposition. And the movie takes a while. I mean, I think it takes the first half, it's a lot of humans and talk and this and that and all this exposition. And I couldn't really care for any of that. I just wanted to see the monsters. But overall, I definitely recommend this film. I think this will be a blast to watch in the big screen. If you have a theater open close to you, that would be a great thing to do. Unfortunately, where I am, I don't have it right now. I had to watch it on streaming, but I really had a blast. So now let's talk about spoilers. So if you haven't seen the film yet and you don't want to hear anything, just letting you know, I'll be discussing spoilers right now. Okay, so I thought that when I was saying on my non-spoiler review that Kong was kind of the heart of the film, it's because the film was pretty much just showing him at the very beginning on his eye. He was captive somewhere. I was a bit confused because, as I remember in the latest film, he was in another island free. So maybe I missed it. I have to watch it again. But regardless, the movie starts with him and we follow him. And then we see his relationship with that little girl that is deaf. And I think that was very cute. And it's very cute that Kong can express human emotion. So I felt that it's much easier to sympathize with him. But oh my goodness, Godzilla was badass. The first fight. And we can even discuss who won this fight, because I think it's clear that they made it sound that Godzilla won. But we can also argue that they didn't want the Kong fans to be upset, because there was a round where Kong won, right? Even there was a line in the movie where the guy says it. So it's not me, but the guy said it. But let's talk about the first fight. So all the thing that I cared in this film was the monsters, There was a lot of all these other characters. Like I said, I couldn't care less. I love Millie Bobby Brown. I think she's great in Stranger Things, but I just didn't really care about all these scenes with exposition and stuff. I just thought that was very silly, especially because she was going and invade this place where it was supposed to be super secured. None of that to me made sense, and I couldn't care. I don't even think it needed to be there. And then on the side of Godzilla, we also had all these people trying to get Kong to go into the Hollow Earth. I thought that part was a little bit better, but regardless, I just wanted to see these monsters. I didn't care about these humans. I don't care about them. And that's, we go watch these films because we want to see the monsters, not the human characters. So hopefully when this continues, it'll be more monsters, less humans. We don't care about these human characters. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, because I got lost here because I was excited. So the first fight, I kind of knew that it was going to be Godzilla's because it was in open sea, and obviously that's his domain. And my boy Kong, poor guy, I felt so bad for him. That scene was really well done, man. When he was like in chains and upside down in the water, I was like screaming, please someone release him. I was very scared for him, even though I knew it's too early for anything bad to happen. But I felt so bad when he gets out of the water and, he almost dies there. And that was just a win for Godzilla because it's really not a fair fight. Not to mention that it shows on the screen that Kong was sedated. So not only Kong was not on his element, but also he was halfway there. He wasn't fully, and he was on water, which was definitely a great disadvantage. But oh my goodness, the scene of Godzilla, I thought that they really made him sound like a villain, which was very weird. I understand that he wanted to attack the facility because he was sensing the whole MechaGodzilla situation, which it makes sense. But to go attack the boats the way that he did, killing people, it was a little bit rad, I was like, man, he was really sounding like a villain here. And I thought that might be MechaGodzilla, but no, it was full-on Godzilla. And it really shows that even though he's the protector of Earth, he's still an animal, and he could still very much kill you. Because obviously there's a lot of death in here, especially when these monsters are fighting in the city. But we get to that. So first fight goes to Godzilla all the way. Then the second fight, that one is where Kong already has the axe, when he was already in the Hollow Earth. And I thought that was a little bit weird when he just got out from the Hollow Earth and then he's already in Hong Kong. I say Hong Kong, it doesn't matter the city, but it was beautiful. And all of those details, like, I can nitpick because I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense, but I couldn't care less. I just want to see this monsters fight. So then Godzilla just jump in that hole and he has the axe and he goes fight Godzilla. And that was a sweet, sweet fight. And then we can see the power of Godzilla and how much he's definitely... you would say he's definitely the king of monsters, because Kong is very powerful, but it took a while for him to beat Godzilla, but he did beat Godzilla. He used the axe and it literally knocked Godzilla out. And I was like, man, that fight was unreal. But then even the guy that is flying, that's where he says this round goes to Kong. So, and definitely it did. But Kong was all messed up. Poor Kong. Like, he had scratches all over. His arm was hurt. And then we have that awesome scene where Godzilla then turns the thing upside down and he's again winning over Kong. And I was like, oh man, poor Kong. Plus he has this atomic breath that that Kong does not have. So of course he would have the advantage. But that scene was really awesome when he's just like he has his paw on top of Kong and he's just like roaring. I was like, that's amazing. And I felt bad for Kong. Oh my God. And then, okay, Godzilla walks away and then they have to resuscitate Kong because he's almost dying. I'm glad that they didn't went to the route where, oh, Kong is going to die, because I've had enough of Kong dying in films, seriously. So they bring him back, right? They resuscitate him. And at this point, MechaGodzilla is absolutely destroying Godzilla. And I thought that fight was amazing. That's the kind of stuff we did not see on the TV spots, thank goodness, because the other fights, we saw snips of it, it was kind of spoiled already. So we already knew there was nothing that was not on the spot TVs that I haven't really seen. This is the one thing that it's annoying when they release a lot of spot TVs because there's no surprise here. But at the same time, this part with MechaGodzilla, oh my goodness. So first he's controlled by someone, but then he, of course, goes off on his own and he's so powerful and he's destroying Godzilla. I was like, I guess MechaGodzilla is kind of the king of the monsters here. And then obviously, like I think we all saw it coming, Kong gets with Godzilla, and they have to team up to kind of destroy MechaGodzilla. I thought that was pretty amazing. I enjoyed it so much. And Kong won that round because he destroyed MechaGodzilla, and it just really shows the power of Kong as well. And one thing that I really enjoy about this film is that towards the end, it feels like these two titans are still kings of their own universe, you know, because Kong goes back to the Hollow Earth where he's actually the king there, and Godzilla stays up above on Earth where he is king. So I feel like there's not, even though they said one would win, I felt that they were trying to please both fans, you know, even though I did think Godzilla seemed way more powerful than Kong. But oh my goodness, this movie was a lot of fun. And then at the very end, I really love how Godzilla, it's kind of like walking away, and he's just like doing like this to Kong, and then they just, okay, we're not enemies here. That was cool. And obviously I really thought this was a great fun, great entertainment. And like I said, I'm not really focusing on the parts that I didn't like, because those to me were really a waste of time. I couldn't care less about all these human characters watching these people, or, you know, I didn't care about that. I just wanted to see these monsters fight because that's the fun of it. So I definitely recommend. I think this movie has a lot of potential going forward. It seems like it's not going to be the end of these two. I love that we still have Kong being the king of the Hollow Earth, because that's what is established at the very end. We didn't even have any end credit scenes, so I'm not really sure what they're going to go going forward. But one thing I wanted to mention is the fact that the reason why I thought this was very much a Kong film is because I think they're scared of humanizing Godzilla. You know, Godzilla does not have a lot of expressions like Kong. The camera, it felt like it stayed more on Kong than it stayed on Godzilla. And Godzilla just really felt like this monster that's very powerful. And there's things that Godzilla did that I didn't really understand, such as breaking the, you know, when he's arriving in Tokyo, Japan, that shiny city, he's destroying this bridge, even though he didn't have to, and a lot of people got killed. And, you know, he is the protector of Earth, and he should be going after. I don't know if he was pissed off at everyone because they were trying to replace him, but I thought that was a little bit weird when you have your hero doing these weird things. But at the end of the day, this is just a minor detail. But anyways, guys, that is my review of Godzilla versus Kong. I will watch it tonight again because this was a lot of fun. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you